Y'all get out your Bibles if you have them with you. And go ahead and turn to the book of Luke, chapter 1. Luke chapter 1. There was a girl serving popcorn at the snack bar at a movie theater. Her line was always longer than everybody else's, all the other servers. Her line was always seen to be the longest. And there were even times when there'd only be some customers in her line and the others would be standing there just with nothing to do. One day at the end of their shift, the boss asked her, said, "Why are you so popular with the customers?" And this is what she said. She said, "The other girls always scoop more than a full container of popcorn and then start shaking off the excess and then give it to the customers. She said, I always scoop less than a full container and then I scoop some more and add some more to it. And people think that they're getting more when in fact they're getting exactly the same thing." Now this is not a joke like I usually start off with. This is not a joke, but this is what her idea was, that people, they see her putting some more in there, it looked like they're getting a lot, and they think that they're getting more than the others when it's actually the same thing. And sometimes we think we know how to get what we want, like getting extra popcorn. We think we got, I'll get in this line, I'll get the extra popcorn. We think we know what we need to do to get what we want, when in fact what we're doing is how we're going about it is not really doing us any good. And I want to talk today about how to get what we want from God, how to get our prayers answered. Almost everybody comes to a point in their life where they think, they wonder, I guess, if prayer really works. I'm sure there have been times where you pray and you start to wonder, well, is this prayer really working? Sometimes you begin to have doubts and you begin to wonder, how is it that I can sincerely ask God for the help that I need and I'm not getting it? He doesn't seem to be answering me. The fact that Johnny and Blue are sitting right here today in our home, back home safe and sound in our church is proof that God does answer prayer.
Amen.
And so we have this answered prayer that we can look at and analyze maybe and talk about and see what makes the difference between an unanswered prayer and an answered prayer. Let's go ahead and start reading here. I do want to read this text because this is also about getting prayer answered. And let's start reading the verse number 5 out of the first chapter of Luke. It says, "There were in the days of Herod, the king of Judea, a certain priest named Zacharias, of the course of Bia, and his wife was of the daughters of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth. And they were both righteous before God, walking in all the commandments and ordinances of the Lord blameless. And they had no child because that Elizabeth was barren, and they were both now well stricken in years. And it came to pass that while he executed the priest's office before God